What does Sons of Helaman do?
Sons of Helaman is an organization designed to bring young men together and put them into teams where, similar to like the way the Knights of the Round Table work, where they feed off each other's positive energy and their desire to fight and overcome problems. Instead of fighting against this addictive behavior as a solitary entity, feeling weak and feeling incapable, we bring them together. And so after their 1 hour intake session, where if they're under 18, they'll meet with their parents, one or more of their parents, with a clinician to teach them the basics, which involves the science, the psychology, the spirituality, the emotional and cognitive side of what is the origins of the addiction and the basics of how to beat it. After that, I call it the chalk talk, because it's useful and it's important, but it's about as effective as teaching someone how to play a sport while sitting in a locker room and using a chalkboard. They do have to go into the practice or the drilling stage and the refining stages. And so in the group setting, we bring them together, about 4 to 8 boys, sometimes as many as 10, come together. In the meetings, there's a list of 6 questions we ask, which is in our booklet, which are the skeleton of the conversation, and they are used to refine the thinking processes and the processing style of each boy. Each boy is asked each question. The young man with the most seniority is the one who runs the group and feeds the questions to the different boys, and then as a group they decide if their answers are good enough before we move on to the next young man. We use an open enrollment concept as opposed to closed enrollment for groups. In a closed enrollment group, everybody signs up at the same time, everybody starts at the same time, everybody finishes at the same time. This type of treatment is better approached with an open enrollment strategy, which means we want to have young men who are already rolling with their momentum and who have skills and capabilities. So as one of them graduates from the program, a brand new kid is brought in already within a culture of success and capabilities. And it gives young men who were once the new guy a chance to be the one who trains the new guy and have that strength and confidence building experience of teaching something they had to learn themselves. We've also decided to make it a time or a success-based program as opposed to a time-based program. The way that works is they have to successfully avoid misbehaviors for a minimum of 12 weeks. Other programs are designed to just be a certain length of time with no specific outcome for how well they're doing at the time that they leave their programs. What this does is it forces the young man to be focused on achieving successfully improved behaviors. And what they have to do, if they have a lost battle is what we call it, or a misbehavior, they have to start over. And they do this, they begin at 0 again to go to the 12 weeks. Some people have criticized us for our strictness in that area, but our goal is to have a young man experience success for 2 years or more, and so if they can't do 12 weeks, we're not confident that they can do 2 years. And so most ecclesiastical leaders and most scientists, for that matter, are satisfied with someone's demonstration of change if they've been able to change something for at least 12 weeks.